It's Jessica, and I'm here with Spot. I have decided to just keep the name Spot because I can't think of anything else, and I think this name Spot is funny. Anyways, I had an interesting morning this morning. This is the day 2. Of course, he goes back to hiding. He was completely out and like looking at himself, and I didn't really catch a good flare, but he saw his own reflection, so he was completely out and doing his thing. But anyways, I woke up this morning and the water level was down to here, and I was like, holy cow. At first I was like, holy cow, is the heater like at like 100 and it evaporated? But he was swimming around, and I'm like, well, okay, he's alive, so it can't be that high. But the heater was at like 85 at that point. I'll get back to that point after. And then I didn't know, like, there was no water on my desk. So I was like, where did the water go? So I topped off the water with cold water, which brought it down to 80. So I was like, that's fine. Blah, blah, blah. And then I had to work today, so I got myself cereal, went to the bathroom, came back up, and I had already lost again a little water. And I was like, WTF. So I finally opened this up, and it was because it is evaporating, so I'm getting drips from the top, but that's normal when you have a heated tank. Look at his little face. But it was because, I don't know what I did, but I stuffed all this bloody filter material in here. So what was happening is it was like overstuffed, and it was coming out the sides, which I thought would be okay because I have these holes here. But it wasn't. It was dripping, and what had happened was, the reason why I didn't find the trail was I guess it was coming here, and all this paper like absorbed it. Like all this is, it's still wet actually. I haven't really checked. Yeah, this is all wet. And my bag that's down here is still kind of damp. So that's absorbed it. Because literally, like, yes, that looks like a lot of water, but this is a small tank, so it probably wasn't that much water. You're gonna see him. So I'm thinking that's why the temperature was high. Because all day I came home, I was gone all day. I'm always afraid that they're gonna jump, even though they probably won't right in front of me. I was worried all day because I was like, if the temp stays at 85, I'm like, I should get another heater because that's a little too high for them. But he's been hanging around the heater, so he must like it. And the temp is at 82. It's been steady 82, I guess, all day now, which is good. So if it stays at 82, I'm fine with the heater being that high. That's okay for them. It's a little on the higher side, but it's not like 85. It will evaporate quickly, so I'll have to watch that. Because I like my tanks full. I don't like when they start getting low. So I have this is just cold, clean, dechlorinated water here. I can always just put in. But like I said, I don't think he minds the heat because he's hanging around the heater a lot. So all I did was I picked up this bag. This has, it's actually aqua clear filter material. So this is just like the rocks that beneficial bacteria would grow on. And I just lifted it up, and that fixed the problem. Like, as you can tell, there's no water overage. It looks good. So it's probably just all this looseness here. Like, I don't need any of that. So I just fold that there. The water feels really warm. How do you like this? It's so warm. Oh, I just got hair in your tank. I'm sorry. I mean my hair. It's like cat hair. I've been trying to feed him, but I don't know. He's not being too smart with the feeding. Maybe I can try in front of you. Where did my food go? No, there it is. I tried to feed him this morning, and no, it wasn't happening. So, I'm just gonna open up the food. Okay, I opened up the food. I'm gonna show you the food, because it's really small. I think it's smaller than New Life Spectrum. Oh yeah, I don't have my flash on, so now you can't see in there. A whale. There, like it's really small. I don't want that money on my hand. So I'm gonna try to give him one, and we'll see what happens. Food, food, food. Oh, there we go. Good boy. I'll give you another one as long as you eat it. See, he looks like he had no problem eating that. The New Life Spectrum pellet I gave him yesterday, he looked like he had a hard time. Because he's still kinda, I don't know if he's gonna grow anymore. But, you want another piece? Let's go in that way. Oh, you got it. Maybe this is the way to feed him. Take the whole lid off and watch him. I'm gonna keep giving you food because I don't know the last time you ate. And I don't know what they feed them at the pet store, to be quite honest. Okay, one more little pellet. Nah. So yeah, but right now the water level is perfect because as you can see, it's like right at the point of where the water comes out, which is where I usually keep my water level at. You just hear all that water that came off this lid. Yeah, the water's pretty warm. I'm used to having my tanks at like 80 at the highest, not anything higher than that. So, I don't know, I might eventually get a new heater, but 82 is not really that big of a problem. Plus, I know if I get a new heater, I'm going to want a new tank, because the heater I'm going to have to get is going to have to be like a 25 watt heater, and they're like 6 inches, and that's going to take up room in this tank. That's why I like that little heater. It's not supposed to be so powerful. I don't know how you're supposed to put it in a half gallon. These are the little heaters that they tell you to buy for those stupid half gallon, like not even tanks. So I don't even know. If you put one of those in one of those half gallons, your temperature would be at like 90. Which is like way too high. Look how pretty he is. Yeah. You got fed properly today, yay. I feel like the water's cloudy, or it's just me, or it's just how the light's hitting the water. I don't know. I did put more of that cycle stuff in today, because you're supposed to do it like every day with a new tank. And it creates some cloudiness at first. I do have food, a couple of pieces of pellets in the gravel, unfortunately. But I just don't feel like doing a water change yet. You gotta wait. You gotta get some poop going on in the tank before I clean it. So yeah, so that's the crazy update of the tank. Other than that, I like this little tank. And he's saying goodbye to you. So yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. And bye-bye.